Good morning, everybody. It is Heidi Kaisend at Hen and Chick Studio in Conrad, Iowa. And I have to tell you, I was smiling the minute I walked in the door this morning, not because of the beautiful quilt that I just am showing you, and I'll come back to that in a second, but we have retreaters upstairs. And there is nothing better than filling my heart with laughter and chatter and hearing the enjoyment that these women are getting. I'm sure they are filling their cups with both inspiration and friendship. And that is just enough to start my day off on a wonderful note. If that is anything that you want, you know we love to talk about our retreats and help you plan a retreat for you and your friends. We even just had an opening recently. A group had to move weekends, and so we have a weekend open in June, which is pretty unusual. June 23rd, 24th, 25th. And of course, you can book it for as many days as you want. That's just the typical retreat package. 3 days, 2 nights is what most people like. But anyway, my heart is full. So just know that if you are a retreater here at Hen and Chicks and I hear you laughing, it makes me happy. Makes me very, very happy. All right. So the quilt that I started on, let's go back to this for a second. This quilt is called Cinnamon Stitches, and it is a applique pattern by Piece of Cake Designs. I purchased this kit in 95. Who, along with me, has ever had those projects that have gotten better with age in their stash? Come on, tell me. I want to know. Do you have any of those projects that have been sitting there for a while? And I think it was probably 2015 that I pulled it out and thought, now's the time. Now's the time that I am going to work on it. And just preparing all of the appliques took a while. And I chose to do it needle turn applique because my grandmother did beautiful needle turn applique. And I always think she made it look so easy. Not so easy. Not so easy. And, the galloping horse view here is absolutely, I think, the best view. It is, to me, I'm just going to cherish it. Maybe if Stephanie walks in here in a minute, I'll have her hold the rest of the quilt up. I can't do, it's got 12 blocks. And anyway, Lucy, come here. No, Lucy, come here. Lucy hears some chatting upstairs too and wants to go up. I have to shut the door. One moment. Oh, hey, I can show you the other side of the quilt this way. And I'm going to shut the door so that Lucy doesn't go upstairs and visit the retreaters. But anyway, this project has been a labor of love. I have thought of my grandma every single time I've taken a stitch, including as I was putting the binding in. And as I said, Stephanie would probably come while I was on the live, so I'll have to have her help hold the quilt up. But some of the appliques I think are good. Let's come in. Not too bad for really a first timer doing an applique quilt. Some maybe not so good. Make me look more like amoebas than they do like flowers. But it has been a wonderful, wonderful experience. And then I took it to our Amish friend in Utica, Minnesota, and had her hand stitch it, hand quilt it. So you can still see some of her lines there, but she did kind of a, I don't know what you call that, a swirl. I can't quite see it there. Anyway, she did a couple different patterns, kept it very simple. She did do a design in the middle of this bigger block since there was space there, but kept it very, very simple. I've talked a lot about the fact that hand stitching, hand quilting is about the same price as professional custom machine quilting because they charge by the yard of thread when it comes to the hand quilting. So I'm going to call it a lightly quilted quilt. It's not densely quilted, which is just fine for me. So, hey, Stephanie, could I have you go behind? You don't have to, just if you would go up and lift up the back part of it, then maybe we could see the whole thing. And I finished binding it today. Lucy's trying to make an appearance as well. So you can see there are 12 blocks. My goal was that I worked on it during our volleyball matches. And a year ago, April 1st, I took the quilt to her to get it hand quilted. And this year, when we went back for the same tournament, then we were able to pick it up and talk with them and stuff. So thank you, Stephanie, there for hanging it up. And if you would do one more favor for me, well, I'll have you come over here and I'm gonna have you hold this one up. So finishing projects, it makes you feel good. This morning when I put that final stitch in the binding, it made me feel so good. And what we're seeing this week is people finishing our sew along that we've been doing. If you want to stand right here, Stephanie, and I'll turn the camera around, have been finishing our sew along with Dayflower. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera. And this is our version. Marvelous is the fabric collection. And of course, Dayflower is the pattern that is in Sunday Best Quilts. We'll put the link into all of that in the comments. But it is an absolutely stunning quilt. And this one is machine quilted in a very simple loop and meander pattern, but it is gorgeous. Thank you, Stephanie. So I am excited to see each of you finishing your Dayflower. That deadline is at the end of the day, midnight of April 13th. So you still have a couple of days. So if you've been in process, are close, you've got a couple days and you can do it. Oh, and Marilyn picked up a quilt from her long armor the other day, and doesn't it feel good? It does feel good that it's almost done. So I hope that your day is off to as good of a start as mine is, with the chatter in the retreat center, the finishing of a long time project, and I don't know, whatever's ahead. I love it. It's going to be an awesome day. So goodbye from Hen and Chick Studio in Conrad, Iowa. Have an awesome day.